All right. So, in the interest of time, basically, do you agree to finalize temporary order as is regarding everything, including the child support, medical support, dental support judgments, the health and dental insurance with the cash medical and cash dental payments per month, the non-disclosure and the court cost and the yeah, in court cost, all that except for the current child support as is?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's moving on to what's actually contested. Um, so what, as far as you're aware, what is his current job? Mr. Haldeman's current job.
He waters plants or works at a tree place.
All right. And so what is the last job that he had that you're aware of?
Setting tile.
All right. And so when did he work at this setting tile job?
He's worked with that since he was 15 years old, off and on, but uh, here in Texas recently, 2022
All right.
till
And
2024.
all right. So how much do you think he made setting tile by the end by 2024?
At least $5,000 a month, if not more.
All right, real quick, ma'am. Were y'all together when he was doing this?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right, and did he tell you that, or did you see a copy of his pay stub?
He told me that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may proceed then, Mr. Welch.
Thank you, Your Honor. Um, do you have any documents or anything that say that, he had this job and was making that amount?
All right, folks, buckle up, because what starts as a simple child support review quickly unravels into a battle of credibility, missing pay stubs, and even a surprise GoFundMe twist. On one side, we've got the mother, fighting to prove that the father intentionally lowered his income to dodge responsibility.
Do you have anything else you'd like to tell the court?
That the only reason that the child support was suddenly lowered is not because he contacted the court. It was because I finally contacted the court for non-payment. He didn't suddenly say, "Oh, I don't have a job," and contacted y'all to lower it. He just quit paying whenever he decided to do that. And then I had to contact the court to get involved.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. Do you know the last? What's the last date that you're certain that he was actually working at putting down tile now? Okay. So it's been more than right now. We're looking at what 13, 14 months on 14, 15 months on that right now. Okay, thank you. And do you know who he was working for?
His brother.
And and I'm sorry, did you just lose touch with it, or did you know that he left his brother and was no longer doing that? What's the circumstances revolving around that, ma'am?
At that point, we weren't really communicating, and I wouldn't believe anything he told me. He didn't tell me.
All right then. So the first time you heard about the current job he has at this point, man, when did you hear about that?
Sometime this year.
Okay, before the first meeting at the AG's office.
I maybe.
After. Okay.
Asterisk right here, the mother makes a huge claim. She says the father was pulling in at least $5,000 a month as a tile setter. That's a solid income, the kind that would make a big difference in child support payments. But notice what happens when the judge presses for evidence. No pay stubs, no contracts.
Yes, I believe that he quit working whenever he moved in with his girlfriend, and that he started a GoFundMe to pay my bills and take care of my little man with a goal of $20,000. And I don't believe that
Okay.
that is
All right,
like,
ma'am, stop. Did he tell you that, or is that something you researched on the internet yourself?
I researched it on the internet because my
Okay,
brother
stop.
contacted me. Yes.
Okay, here's the deal, ma'am. That's hearsay. All right. Even though you found it, you saw it, you're testifying to it, you have no way. Did he tell you that? Did he actually tell you himself that he set that up?
No, but I have a photograph and it says Daniel Haltman is the one organizing it.
Okay, here's the deal, ma'am. That's still photographs, images. That under law, they're hearsay. You've got to verify that those are true and correct as far as what they are and who set them up. All right. I know you're not a lawyer, ma'am, but I can't. If I was in a courtroom today and I tried to show a picture in court of something, I would have to show that I had to get it ruled as proper evidence to come in. All right. And that's just the way we work, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor.
You
Is
can't.
it possible to ask him if he did that?
Well, I'll ask the state to the state can ask him, and you can ask him as a question man going forward. But again, it's kind of it's that still doesn't show that he's intentionally underemployed.
Okay, well, he
Just
has.
showing he's looking for another revenue source.
Well, I don't believe he went to any job interviews. I think he.
This is where things get fiery. The mother insists that the only reason child support was lowered wasn't because the father acted responsibly, but because she had to chase him down after he stopped paying altogether.
And again,
Right.
no, I see you thinking about it, but again, I know you're not a lawyer, and that's why I gave you the opportunity to go out and get a lawyer that can do this correctly, man. But again, right now, if you're before the court asking the court doing something, you or he, I got to hold you to the same standards as if you were you graduated from UT Law. All right, sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. I did contact a lawyer, and they told me that he wasn't disabled. He
I'm
shouldn't have it.
sorry, ma'am. You can't testify to that. You're talking about hearsay upon hearsay. All right. So, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't. Again, I get it. Believe me, I have people in here all the time who want to try to represent themselves, and I get lawyers who don't get this right. Okay, because I get the objection to hearsay all the time from other lawyers, and I have to sustain that objection. Okay, because they're trying to get hearsay in. But it is what it is at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and let the state call the father as a witness, and then we'll get his testimony. And I'll allow you to ask him questions, ma'am, but they got to be pertinent and relevant. And again, not that he's looking for another source of income, that he intentionally left his job to really technically to lower his child support, ma'am. That's pretty much it. And and I'm sure the state's going to go into that with him right now a little bit too. But for right now, ma'am, we'll let the state call the father as a witness, and then we'll come back to you. And then again, at the closing, you'll be allowed to do a closing argument, a statement, ma'am. Anyway, at this time, Mr. Welch, I'll go ahead and let you call Mr. Hallman. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Daniel Haltman.
Asterisk, and here's the curveball nobody saw coming. A GoFundMe. The mother says the father launched a /$20,000 campaign, supposedly to pay her bills and support their child. If true, that would raise serious questions. Why start a fundraiser instead of holding a steady job? But in
All right. And how much do you make per hour?
15.
All right. Do you have any other jobs?
No, sir.
Do you have any other sources of income coming to you?
No, sir.
All right. Is what Miss Haltman said accurate that you have a GoFundMe account?
I did start one. Nothing came of it, but it was due to me being jobless for almost 4 or 5 months. I was looking for work. I couldn't find anything over $15.
All right, that's it, sir. So when was the last job you had prior to this lawn place?
With my brother setting tile.
So how much do you make at that job?
It varied because work varies, of course, and construction. But when we were doing a lot of work and working good, I was making about $5,000 a month.
All right. And so when did you leave that job?
I'm not sure the exact date, but it was around May, maybe
May of this year or last year?
2014.
Wait, May of 2024 or 2014?
2024, I'm sorry.
All right. And so why did you leave this job?
We got laid off as a crew. Work was slowly.
Asterisk, this right here is a masterclass in courtroom reality. The judge carefully explains that even though she found photos and posts online, none of it can be admitted without the proper legal foundation. It's not enough to say, I saw it on the internet. Imagine if it were. Anyone could print off a random screenshot and tank someone.
You work for your brother,
Yes, sir.
but you two worked on a cruise. So
We
can
were
you explain how that worked?
subcontractors. We were subcontractors through a company called Chisholm Trail Floors. Chisholm Trails got jobs, sold tile and our services essentially, and gave us the jobs, and we tiled the jobs and they paid us. And that slowly decreased until we were eventually let go.
All right. So when's the last time you've tried to, go for an interview for a job that's more closer to what you did before as a tile layer?
I had looked for more tile jobs online, and
When
everybody.
was the last time you went to an interview or did something, sir?
I hadn't gone to no interviews. The A plus is the only interview I actually went to.
When's the last time you applied for like a tile laying job?
I don't think I've actually applied. I searched and nowhere paid more than 15 an hour. The only reason I was making as much as I was is because I was employed through
So,
the
all right. Why, why haven't you been trying to actively go out and, find something closer to what you've been making before and making good money?
because there isn't any.